Hey guys, Channel Up here. I'm Nico,
And I'm King.
and we're the Opinionated Pirates. We're back with another segment of One Hit Manga. So, today we're looking at one I was excited for called Blood on the Tracks. I read it. I told King here he needed to read it. So, I do not know his thoughts yet. It just follows a family. Sichi's the son. You have the mother Seiko. He has a cousin introduced, Shiguru. And I want to know your thoughts on it before we go any further.
So I just read this book like an hour before we started recording this. I didn't even know the name. I didn't even look at the cover. So I just went in. I was like, okay, just reading it. At first I was like, this is pretty... The art and everything's a very realistic type look. Not like regular anime art where everything's like stylized. It's very realistic, and I had like as everything kept going and you see some of these characters, it has a weird point of like something's off. Not sure what, but it felt off for a while. And then as you keep going, more than about or halfway through, you kind of get more of a vision of like, okay, something is off. And I even turned to you as I was reading it saying like, this is a horror book, isn't it? I didn't know that. I didn't even notice the title had blood in it. I just went straight into the book. Once I got to the end, I really figured out why it was a horror. And I liked it. It was I got through that book real fast, and the pacing of everything worked out really well.
Yeah, I know the cover is what struck me when I was looking at this book. It just looks like you said, like the way the artist or the writer, they do the art. It comes off very, maybe not disturbing, but something's off about it. Like something eerie comes from it. And like I said, the pacing, I love the pacing. It's kind of like a slow burn. Just looking at the cover, it focuses around the mom and her son. It gives hints, or not even hints, it's blatantly obvious that this mom is very overprotective of her son.
Like that scene where they were talking about when he was in kindergarten, and the whole time in kindergarten, she would just be in the back of the classroom watching.
Yes. Yeah, and you're like, that's not healthy. And she shows her love, she gives him kisses and stuff. But again, the way it's conveyed, there's something wrong, there's something off. And just for the sake of the surprise, or not surprise, I guess you expect something to happen. I didn't expect what happened to happen. We're not going to really go into it. I guess just to lead up, they go on a family trip and the hiking. Then I guess the prelude, what probably set the mom off. The cousin jokes around with the son, and ends up her displaying her overprotective tendencies, and then the cousin and all the family kind of laugh at her, like, see, yeah, you are overprotective. Then it's after that this incident happens that kind of gets this gonna start getting this book rolling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was really excited to get you to read it, because damn.
Yeah. And it was weird too, because even with the mom, like how caring she was, there's parts where I was kind of like, this is a good mom. She's all there, she's asking about how his day was, and at first I kind of thought like, is this gonna be one of those where it's mainly in his head and he's just thinking that things are a little bit crazy, and he's just going to slowly digress into it's all in his head, but he's causing a lot of the horror issues. But no, everything turned out true with what we were originally planning, or how it was originally setting up.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you got the same, I guess, feel from it, but when it shows the pictures of the family members laughing, or anytime someone's laughing, I got a Paranoia Agent vibe.
It was the other, or the aunt, or his aunt, the other
yes
mom. Like the face, even when it goes from different panels, it looked like it was the same face. Like it would be tilted, but it was the same expression. And how the teeth were, for some reason, the mouth is what got me.
I guess, yeah, like you're laughing, but the only thing moving is like your body and your face. Like everything is static, but your head is like moving, and nothing else. I guess that's how I took it, and it's like, this makes me feel off, but I love it.
Yeah, like the way the art and everything was setting, it really had that sense of dread or just discomfort for the reader itself. And as a fan of horror, I loved it, and I really want to see more, because it's a volume 1, so it means there's more to this tale than what we just saw.
Oh yeah, one of the things like that seems interesting after seeing the revelations and stuff. He's a kid, shows him in his school life, and I guess that's where the slowness comes in. You see these small interactions with her, and it follows him go to school, talk with his friends, hanging out with his cousin, and it also introduces a girl that she asked to go and hang out with him. And the reason they don't hang out immediately is because they end up going on this family trip. And the mom picks up on it.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that it's a girl, but he does it like, oh, hey, can a friend come over? Like, oh, yeah, we'll be on this trip. He was like, okay. And then she looks at him and she's like, how are you feeling today? Like, she notices the mood change,
Yeah.
and it's, again, we can't, I really want to talk about the end, but we really can't.
This is one that's best for it's better as a reader to reading into it without knowing too much, because
yeah,
it's better it's better as a first time read. So we recommend that you read it, because I'm pretty sure we're both going to give this one a 5.
Oh yeah, and I think it's different from like something where like The Promised Neverland, where you can kind of talk about that reveal because it happens fairly early on.
Oh yeah.
This one doesn't happen until the very end, and it's not even that specific instant. It's the small little afterwards that happens, and it really gives more hint that like there's some deep-seated problems that have yet to be addressed, and I can't wait for it. Like, I want to see it.
I like how even in the at the very last page, when it's kind of like the to be continued and what's going to happen in the next volume, I like how I think in there it says like what's going to happen to this girl, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even think about that because I completely got focused onto this moment. But yeah, now I wonder what's going to happen to her.
Yeah, it is, like, God, it is again, like the drawing's pretty simplistic. Like you said, it has that more the realism to it. But damn, like I really feel the facial expressions get nailed pretty well. When the happiness is there, but when that dread hit, like, you notice it, there's like, oh no, and then it happens, you're like, holy shit, like, it damaged.
And then something that this book does well is silence. There's so many empty panels to where it's just focusing on the picture and then the faces, and then you mainly just have and just them making their grunt noises, and that's it, as like their dialogue.
It's not a very dialogue heavy book, and like you said, it's more on those, I guess it's like the like in a horror movie, or I guess something along this nature that I guess more akin to suspense. It's those quiet moments where like, it seems too quiet, but then again, those interactions are carried out great on those moments where it's not building that suspense. Especially when he's walking home with the girl, you know, there's some quiet stuff in there, and it's cool. Just the expressions really, it really conveys like, I've been there. That sucks, you know. So that stuff's really neat. This one was kind of hidden for me. I really didn't expect to find this. The spine of the book caught my eye at the store, and I was like, picked it up. As always, I kind of just like glanced through it, and I was like, oh, this looks kind of horror-y. I'm like, let me pick this up and see. And damn, I didn't expect to find what I did.
It's
so yeah, I think it's vertical comics. I think Ajin was the first thing I ever picked up by them, but
I think from what you said about them, it's just everything is gold.
At least everything I've picked up, Vertical Comics is gold. But I don't know if there's other stuff that that isn't gold by them. But yeah, I would say Blood on the Tracks is definitely a 5 out of 5 for me. I think the next one comes out in September. No, yeah, September.
I just saw summer 2020 in the back, so I don't know.
Okay, well, I know with the situation going on now,
everything
stuff got pushed back. But yeah, I think it's next month, so I'm gonna have that day one. But yeah, so definitely if you like horror suspense, check this book out. I think I would definitely say it's worth checking out.
Oh yeah. Definitely check it out. Read it. It's good.
With that, thank you guys for watching our video again. We appreciate it. If you want to check out the book, let us know in the comments below, like, what you think. Did you take away the same things that we did, or did you find it a little too slow for you? Let us know. We'd love to hear what you say. If you like the videos and want to keep coming back for more, then hit that subscribe button below. Join the OP crew. And if you want to stay really up to date, then hit that red notification bell so you get instant updates of when our videos are posted. So with that, I think we're pretty much done here, huh? All right. Well, with that, I'm Nico.
And I'm King.
We're the Opinionated Pirates, sailing off.